Good morning. We are on a bus to Wrocław this morning. We're on a Flix bus. And I've got to show you how much leg room we've got. Look at that, he can do a dance. I've got my laptop on my lap, so I'm going to get some editing done. We've got 3¼ hours on this bus. And it is not snowing, so that's a bit different. When you don't have to drive. Where are we today, Phil?
Wrocław, something like that.
Something. We'll get it right. We'll put it in the description,
It's
on
not
the
how it's
screen,
spelled.
everywhere, so that you know. Check out that church. We're here for the Christmas markets. It is December. No snow. This will be the first place we've arrived in with no snow. And we're going to explore. So
Lots of gnomes though.
lots of gnomes. We're going on a gnome hunt. Who else has been here and been on a gnome hunt? Let us know in the comments below how many you found and which one was your favourite. Did you know our hotel has its own gnome? We were very happy to find that one. Check out the doors of this church. Aren't they amazing? St Elizabeth's history goes back to the 14th century. Between 1525 and 1946, it was actually a Lutheran church with a mostly German population, so thus the language of German was spoken. In 1946, the church was repatriated and was given to the military chaplaincy and became a Roman Catholic church. It is just stunning inside. It was such a pleasure to walk through. And the stained glass windows, oh my goodness, jaw-dropping. Really glary. We stayed in the Art Hotel, which was literally 2 minutes walk to the Market Square, which we'll look at later in this video. This hotel's history goes somewhere between the 14th and the 18th century. We loved this hotel, we loved its location, and we would recommend you staying at the Art Hotel if you were visiting the markets. Our luggage had actually already been brought up here. It'll do. Not too shabby at all. What do you think, Mr. Hawkins?
It's alright. It's warm, it's not cold.
What do you got there?
I think you can hang the jackets in at least.
Oh. I thought there was a bath, but just a big bathroom. It's got quite a nice feel to it.
It's coming down.
We really enjoyed the overall feel of the public areas as well as our room at this hotel, and we did enjoy breakfast both mornings in the breakfast room, and it was absolutely lovely. How beautiful do the streets of Wrocław look in the early morning light. While we've walked the morning streets of Wrocław, if you're enjoying this video, why not hit the subscribe button and become part of the Sapphire Blue community? We've got plenty more travel to come. As is the way, I'm doing stairs on my own. Phil is finding a hot chocolate. And I'm doing the 283 stairs to the top of St Mary's to get onto the viewing bridge. One thing a note, they seem to have these chairs around so that on your way up you can have a rest. And then, while you're resting, catch up on some information. Check out this little once created window or something. What do you reckon it was? Let me know in the comments below. Window, door, something into some unknown area. What's your thoughts? Or Oh, you learn it and you actually know. Old stairs, you reckon? And I've made it to the door. And we've made it to the bridge. How cool is that view? That big steeple in the centre of frame is just the church we visited yesterday and opposite our hotel. It was actually, the climb was better than I thought it was going to be honest. So if you do come to Wrocław and you want to consider climbing St. Mary Magdalene stairs, do it. It is easy. There's lots of places to rest and get your breath if that's what you need. I know I took a few of them. Bits of information to learn on the way. It's great. Let me tell you a little bit of a story that I forgot to tell you while I was up the top. The gnome up there is actually based on a legend of this church. And basically there was a young lady who was as pretty as all get up and knew it. And she took it upon herself to not want to marry, and be a bit of a burden on her parents. As she got older, her parents condemned her to having to sweep the Cathedral Tower bridge every day. And she was cursed to do it for the rest of her life, for eternity. As she got older, a young witch came up to help her. She didn't know she was a witch. And when she learned her story, she felt sorry for her. So she one night by accident helped a wizard who granted her a wish. And she granted this old haggard lady peace. And when she got back up here, she was gone and the witch was free to leave the tower as well. This painting on the way down, up. I'd love to know the year it was painted. This afternoon we headed back to the market square, which dates back to the 1200s, where we met our guide for a walking tour that lasted 2 hours and covered much of the city. Over 200 stalls here in Wrocław for the markets and over 1,000 years history. And it has been under the rule of 5 different countries in its history. Old Town Hall. Astronomical clock from the 16th century. Courthouse. This part of the square, 10% is destroyed. We pretty much survived. All of these buildings, new Christmas. Would you believe? Up until the 1970s, where that tree stood used to be a petrol station, and this used to be a car park. This is the second smallest square. The biggest one is actually in Wrocław, where we went to the Christmas market and the cloth hall, if you see those videos. This is the operational mayor hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is medieval.
Who is going to be game enough to touch them?
Baroque room in this part of Europe, which you definitely should
the university started.
This building is closed only on Wednesday, so. Don't drink too much alcohol.
A really good walking tour. You know how I feel about walking tours. And best way to get some history Matt, our guide today, is actually a historian, so he's just throwing the numbers around like you wouldn't believe. And yeah, really interesting. Again, can't advocate enough for free walking tours or tip-based walking tours. Remember, they're always tip-based, and make sure you tip your guide. Where is the best place you've ever done a free walking tour? What made it fun, or the best tour that you've done? And let me know in the comments below. And what do you look for in a walking tour? How awesome is this place? So this is a library, and it's the second largest library in Poland.
You say take me on a treasure hunt. I long for something new. Have you heard the fairies when they sing and dance?
That lift at the top is a 17th century hamster-style man-driven lift.
When I close my eyes, I see beauty lives in me. I know I don't yet know it, so I trust you when you say that beauty lives in me too.
This is the market hall, where locals come to do their shopping. You can get fresh produce, you can get food, you can get lots of good stuff. This is the oldest bridge in the city. The market hall from across the river. After checking out the market for a little while and crossing the Red Bridge, we made our way onto Cathedral Island, where we were in for some real treats.
That's right there behind you is dwarf who has special type of scissors. Can you see him? And he tried to cut. But look, so
If you've seen any of my videos where I go on and on about how much I hate lovelocks, in Wrocław, there's actually a guy who comes every 2 weeks on the bridge that I just filmed every second Tuesday and cuts them all off. I cannot love this town anymore right now. How beautiful is this island, guys?
in 1945
That
all
is
the
a
soldiers
bombshell.
disarmed this bomb and they said it will be great.
I don't know if you've heard about the Gaslight Lighter on Cathedral Island, but every night at sundown someone manually lights the gas lamps on the island, and hopefully I'm going to be able to show you guys him at work. These lights have already been lit. Cathedral Island work. Getting interviewed. Waiting for the lift, done like 111 stairs to do another church tower. This is the view from the cathedral. stairs down were way worse than the stairs going up. The views from the tower were spectacular. You climbed about 111 steps, a lift to the top, and then a couple of stairs to get right out onto the platform, and then the stairs coming down were way worse. Once I'd finished exploring this beautiful cathedral and its island, all I had to do was try and find my way back into the old town. Leaving Cathedral Island, back across the Red Bridge, which is the oldest bridge in Wrocław. Not sure where I am. We're wandering around Wrocław on a Friday night. Way busier than it was last night. As promised, our very quick look at our dwarves. They're actually called dwarves in Wrocław. We hope this little video of Wrocław inspires you to visit this amazing Polish city. As always, thanks for joining us. Travel brilliantly. Bye! And if you'd like to see more, check out this video where we visited the Wrocław Christmas markets.